Hey, War Walker says hello. Welcome, War Walker. Happy Sunday, March 22nd, Dumaguete, Philippines. And Derek, aloha from Hawaii. Yeah, this is a random one, as you can tell. And I put my AirPods in because I've known in the past when I've used them, they help with noise cancellation. So let me know how you hear me. I'm sure it sounds a little different, but it's very nice and breezy here to my benefit, but the breeze wouldn't be to your benefit. It looks like I'm on a boat. That would be nice. That's the plan. Still waiting to hear back from this individual that gonna get me out on a bonka boat. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm just waiting until I hear from her through Facebook. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. Just let me know how the AirPods are supposedly help to block out the noise. So I may sound a little different, but I'm sure it sounds better for you guys. But feels good for me. Uh, but yeah, we got some couple boats cruising out there, like three of them, and Sikihor in the background. Hello, Possum. Welcome to my random Sunday live stream. And, he's popping. Hello. Yeah, welcome. I didn't know what kind of turnout I'd get. I've walked almost 6 miles already, and I didn't have my coffee, so I just finished that. And I figured, why not? I'm in the mood. I'll do a Sunday live stream. Maybe Rick Wallace will show up, although his birthday, I think, was yesterday or yesterday U.S. time. I don't know. I get all confused, but I just figured I'd throw a live stream out there and see who shows up. But it's like 85, breezy, feels very good to me. Again, that's why I put these in. Uh, First, it did look like a boat. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I could mislead people. Like, hey, you look like you're on a boat. If I hide the wall and I can just like I'm rocking, I'd probably make you guys seasick though. But let me know how it sounds. Bees popping, awesome, Derek. Maybe you meant good when you said that. Um, but just let me know how it sounds. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Michael from the United States, living here abroad in Dumaguete, Philippines. Absolutely love it. Um, Been here for well over a year, probably pushing 2 years now, but thank you, Bellis. Sounds good. Yeah, I figured I had them. Well, I listen to music with them in, but I remember before when I've used them, it does help with the sound. Uh, Hello from the Falmar Explorers seismic vessel in the Gulf. Well, welcome, Duder. Welcome. I mean, I got some, well, heck, we got a couple. We got this one sitting here. We got the little Bonka boat going by. We got another boat and then like a barge type thing out here. There's a lot going on. Uh, but thank you guys for being here. Derek says it sounds good, but Duder, welcome. Daddy's weekend says it's working like mine. It's a little mechanical sounds, however, all of them do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to help with the wind because this feels good to me right now. And like I said, I just kind of did between 5 and 6 miles, somewhere like that. So the breeze feels good to me. But welcome, Daddy's weekend. Jefferson Ledesma says, watching here from Philippines, Cebu City. God bless you, sir. God bless you, and happy Sunday. I don't normally do live streams consistently on Sundays, but I'm in the mood and kind of giving myself a little bit of a break. And I don't really do them like Saturdays and Sundays anymore. So, again, welcome. I'm Michael, born and raised in Pennsylvania, United States, living abroad in the Philippines. And I love it here, or I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, I do a lot of exercise walking for the new people, and I add the live stream with my walks, not the other way around. Um, and Sundays is a lot quieter and calmer, and I'll show you guys. It's quieter now that it's a little cloudy. You might see more people come out. Um, but it's a beautiful day. 84, 85. Duder says nice. Bees Poppin says hit the likes to the channel. Everyone, what we do on the channel, we share love. We share love above all else. Give love. Jesus Graciano. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Welcome, my friend. I appreciate you guys popping in here. I didn't know what to expect. Bees Poppin says sounds are good. Kuya. Caden said Chuck Norris died 20 years ago, but death was just working up the courage to tell it. Uh, yeah, maybe. Chuck Norris movies were awesome, though. Hunt Bar says sound is more like stereo sound. Daddy's Weekend said, what's up, Mike? I'm good. Uh, what's this? Jesus says, have you been recognized by fans? I don't know if I have any fans. I've been recognized, but I wouldn't necessarily say I have fans. I don't even think I would ever think of myself in that way. I think if anything, I've been called like blogger. They know Castaway Drift, but I don't. I just want to say hello and say hi to people. But I guess I've been recognized, but I don't think much of it. And Derek says, double tap the screen. And then we got Mark said, Mike, what is the medallion on your chain? A 14 karat gold or religious? Nice walk and talks, by the way. Mark, I appreciate it. And thank you for asking me. This is St. Michael the Archangel medallion. That's what it is. St. Michael the Archangel medallion. And the story behind that, Mark, long story short, if anybody doesn't know, my name is Michael. So when I was old enough to understand, I remember, and my mother reminded me of that when I got older. She said, Michael, do you know why we named you, why I chose to name you Michael? And I obviously said, why, Mom? Why, and she said, she named me after St. Michael the Archangel. So that's why it's always been important to me. And yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Appreciate you noticing though. But yeah, just something I wear for me. And But thank you, Mark. Fayette Till Dawn says, my sister's wedding is tomorrow, but I'm feeling lazy and it's my day off. Should I play sick? I know I played sick on many occasions, Fayette Till Dawn. I guess, I don't know, if you saying, my, and it's my day off. Well, I don't know, go to the reception and the wedding. Wouldn't you have fun at something like that? You mean you want to skip a wedding? Daddy's Weekend says, man, I want to escape Babylon, bro. I don't like the USA. West Indian diaspora, meaning I'm African born outside of Africa. Well, Daddy's Weekend, listen, and I encourage everybody, I'm a big supporter of coming to the Philippines, so I'm not going to try and talk you out of it if you're considering maybe coming here or anywhere in Asia. It doesn't have to be where I'm at in Dumaguete, Philippines. It doesn't have to be the Philippines. But if you want to try something new, learn about a different culture, amazing people here. That's what you'll hear me all the time because it's the truth. I love it here in the Philippines because of the people. That's the most important thing to me that really excites me and makes me happy and makes me feel blessed and thankful. But if you have the money, the financial situation, you can get time off. I don't know, if you're working or retired or whatever, and you've never been here, just try it. Worst thing that can happen is you don't like it or it's not for you. But there's a lot of islands here in the Philippines, so maybe it'll take some people to bounce to a couple of them until they find what they're looking for. But Daddy's Weekend, I would go for it if I was you, but that's just because I'm happy and love it here. But then that doesn't mean it's for everybody. I can only show you and express how happy and excited I am. Hold on. Raymond Raha, or wait, I'm missing. Wait. Minnie Jim said, yo, I got your email about the feet stuff. Don't know what that means. Caden Hall says, actually, Chuck Norris didn't die. He won the game of life and started a new character by choice. That's funny, Caden. 8BG2024 says, you in the Philippines? Yes, I'm in the Philippines, Dumaguete, Philippines specifically. Juancho Rells, hi from Avondale, Arizona. I'm almost positive I remember you. Welcome back again. Raymond Rajas says hello. And Patrick Dyson is here. Hello, my friend. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon, 1:38 in Dumaguete, Philippines. Yes, this is a random. I throw these out every so often if I'm in the mood, and I felt like doing one. It's a lot different on a Sunday here, slower. Maybe people at church, got out of church. Obviously, people still do have to work, not as active as it is Monday through Friday. And I think the colleges, universities here, and high schools, all schools, I think they're going to be done with school soon. I think they have a lot of graduations this week. Um, Wu Tang for Life says, come back. Come back to where? Uh, Michael, as you walk, could you show us some of the private homes you were walking by? Private homes. I'm trying to think where private homes I'm walking by, but if I see any, especially where I walk, um, private homes, I'll do my best. I think a lot of stuff I walk past are homes, or I mean businesses and stuff, but I'll try to help you out on that, Hunt Bar. Noxon Estrada says, I am also support Donald Trump's in USA. Can you help me become a soldier? Uh, I would just say go to Google, go to online if you're looking to be join the military. I don't know much about the military as far as signing up and joining, but I do know uh, a lot of people, former military, current military, and I respect all of them. That's about all the advice I can give you. Patrick Dyson says, travel to see other countries and seeing how other people live expands you as a person. I agree. Coming here for me changed my life. And again, just a heads up, I'm not using my gimbal because I didn't even know I was going to do this. So if it gets a little shaky or feels a little bouncy, or you might feel a little motion sickness, my apologies. Let me see. Raymond says, oh, this is long. Alan Wasalan in the Philippines trying to see the impeachment history. In year 2000 to 2001, the senator walkout January 16th, 2001, wrote month and day 116, rotate paper. Oh, boy. Gotcha, Raymond. Patty's Weekend said, I thought about trying it there. I have contacts there. I will visit. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about it. And if there's one thing that's going to fire you up and motivate you to visit the Philippines is watching videos. You're going to see positive videos. You're going to see negative videos. Everybody's got different opinions of, heck, even here where I live in Dumaguete, positive, negative. For me personally, I love it here. For me, there's negatives no matter where you live in the world. It's not just here. Not this perfect, kind of the way I approach it. But I enjoy it here. I love it here. Um, I don't have any issues. And if I did, I wouldn't be here. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. And I don't find things to nitpick and complain about. Listen, I'm from the United States. I'm living here on a tourist visa in the Philippines. I don't expect the Philippines to be exactly the way I had things in the US. Um, it's a different country, it's a different culture, it's just different. And if the way it's different doesn't fit your lifestyle, then it's probably not good for you. Because if you're going to spend your whole, I don't know, your time here in the Philippines complaining, or the negatives outweigh the positives, I kind of don't see a point in being here. To be honest with you, I get it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I certainly wouldn't stay somewhere if I felt like I was complaining about a lot. And you hear that a lot, but not from me. Patrick Dyson says, we're happy in the Philippines. B94D to go back. Hayden Hall said, Def once had a near Chuck Norris experience. Daddy's Weekend said, travel is the best education. I agree with that. I do. I've been educated, and I'm still learning every day. Even though I'm going on somewhere near 2 years, I still consider myself a newbie here, and I like that. That's okay. I like learning things. I will spend the rest of my life learning things. Uh, Honestly, it would be kind of boring if I knew everything. I've said that before. Uh, Knox in Estrada says, if you've time, please visit our town. Knox in Estrada, what is your town? Sorry if you mentioned it and I missed it. Juancho Rel says, Mike, I'm visiting the Philippines on Holy Week, April 1st. Good for you. How long are you going to be here when you come in April 1st? You're coming on April Fool's Day. That's what kind of rang a bell. Patrick says, Trump is the worst. Ah, boy. Patrick, no offense, but just don't talk politics. And you're entitled to your opinion, Patrick, and I respect you as a person, but uh, I'm not going to get into it because that's not who I am and that's not what my channel is about. But just let things play out. That's all I'm going to say. Put your focus on other things in life other than that. And if you need to improve your life or make it better so it's more positive and less negativity, toxicity, or whatever it is, do something about it. And I'm not jumping on you, Patrick, but I just don't talk stuff like that because there's a lot of people that won't agree with you on that. So, but again, you're entitled to your opinion. Art Park says, hello, Michael and Shay. How's the walk today? I got a good feeling when I see the Castaway Drift. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Art Parks, you know me, once in a while, I randomly pop up, and I think it's Sunday afternoon here, so that means it's Saturday night for everybody else, or well, Sunday morning, depending on where you're at. 8 BG, the weather. I love the weather. I don't feel hot at all. There's a big breeze today. Patrick says 8:11 here in the Philippines. That's why I moved here from Washington, D.C. Yeah, I don't blame you. Once I came here in July of 2024, I got a nice taste of it, and I never looked back. Uh, Raymond Ross is trying to go to SBMA in Luzon. It's a former U.S. military base. It became a business area. Try to know the history of the Philippines. I will give you a few. Check it out through Google. I appreciate the information there, Raymond Ross. Noxon says, I do respect all human race, especially you, my man. I want you to be my best friend. Let's chill in your town. Noxon, I don't know, maybe if you said your town, I didn't hear you or whatever. I'm just Michael. That's the best way I can put it. I'm just me, enjoying life, being happy, walking the streets of Dumaguete, Philippines. You can see it's much slower today. It's much quieter, not as active. But I'll make my way towards the public market. We'll see what I find. Wally Bear says, ever eat at Jollibee's? Yeah, Wally Bear, I've eaten there twice. I had to try it just because I never tried it, and it's very popular here in the Philippines. I'm not a big fan of fast food, and the first time I was there, I think it was the cheeseburger. I tried the cheeseburger the first time at Jollibee. I didn't like it. Quality of beef was just not for me. And then the next time I was talked into going, I decided to try the chicken sandwich. I think the best chicken sandwich I've ever had that's like chicken was Chick-fil-A in the U.S. I don't know about that chicken that was supposed to be chicken inside the patty or whatever. Yeah, fast food just doesn't do it. It has to be like the only food on the earth, last resort for me to eat that stuff. But it's okay if people like it, you know. Gary Woodard says, hey, Michael, following your streams, was just wondering, is there an old car culture there? I guess sometimes I randomly see old cars, but not classic cars by what I know them in the U.S. You'll see some Toyota MR2s, like if you're familiar with that, or some of the old like Mazda body styles and stuff like that. Um, Honestly, I'm not really looking or paying attention that much, but you do see it. I'm gonna cut up this way. But yeah, there is, and plus I've seen people that Harleys here as well. Um, I consider Harleys like, there's so much history behind a Harley. Uh, I don't know why this is sticking. Can't move up and down. Uh, I don't know why I can't scroll down hold on. Maybe my hands are just sticky. There we go. Sorry, I'm going back up here. Uh, Daddy Weekend says, I like to tell people I know a little bit about a lot. Yeah. Again, I just like learning stuff. If I can help somebody or give them an answer on something, at least by what I know, that I'll give it. I usually just kind of keep to myself. Usually it's better that way to an extent, other than my excitement and my inspirations here in the Philippines. Uh, Juancho Rel says, 1 month, Mike. Yes. Well, April 1st. So you're coming April 1st and are staying for a month. That's good. I don't know if this is your first time here, and I apologize. My mind's kind of focusing on the street, got all these things running through my head. But people always ask me if they've never been here, what's a good amount of time to stay here? And I always say, I came here for 2 months, supposed to stay here for 2 months. And I'm glad if that I extended beyond 2 months. But if I would have left after 2 months, I would have been glad I did that because that gave me more of an idea, more of an understanding about living here potentially. But then after the first 2 months that I treated it initially like a vacation, I changed it to like, you know, living here, get an apartment, start being budgeting money, being smarter. Cause I was just, I was on a 2 month vacation, staying at all hotels and just eating whatever I want, going out all the time. I'll go up this way. I wasn't cooking at home. Then when I got an apartment, it changed. Xbox Master says, and hello, Jay. As you get older, things don't matter as much. Good food, good people, good friends, everything else is just noise. Very well said. Very well said, Jay. And welcome to my surprise random live stream, Jay. Jeff Virgil says, and hello, Jeff. Thank you for being here. Says, hey, guys, hit the like button, share this live, and subscribe to this channel. Mike, appreciate you. Yeah, I do. Like I said, I'm humbled each and every day, not only from being here in the Philippines and all the wonderful, amazing people that I meet. I'm humbled just through YouTube. I want to inspire and motivate people just to try something. And that doesn't mean just because I'm happy and like it, that you would come, if you would take a leap of faith like me, and you would have the same reaction. I can't make any promises. That's for sure. I wouldn't do that anyway. I wouldn't guarantee anything because then everybody'd be after me. Why'd you say this? Why'd you say that? I'm just giving it to you from my perspective, the way I feel through my eyes. And we'll see what happens. If you do it, awesome. Like I said, it's like trying food. I mean, obviously, it's a little more expensive. You got to fly halfway around the world to get here, but it's like anything in life. If you try something and you don't like it, move on to the next. You don't know until you try it. And best decision I ever made. Uh, Caden says, I live in Oklahoma. Ever been? Caden, I've never been to Oklahoma. I would go there if the opportunity presented itself, or I'm sure there's a lot of history and a lot of neat things to see that I know nothing about. But personally, no, I've never been to Oklahoma. Hunt Bar says, I will get into it, Patrick. You're an idiot. Oh, boy. Jeff Virgil says, support. Thank you, Jeff. Daddy's Weekend says, real talk. Mike, positive vibes only we need in the world right now. And that's the way I feel. Again, do I have political discussions off live streams? Of course I do. Do I have my beliefs and feelings? And I usually go by a lot of information to back up my decisions, facts, and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I don't talk about it on here just because it just pisses people off. And that's unfortunate. I don't like seeing that people can't even have civil conversations about anything anymore without people fighting and arguing. I want nothing to do with that. Um, if people want to debate me behind the scenes, go for it. But when it comes to this and my happiness and positive vibe, and quite honestly, even if I'm not doing a live, I don't get into it that much. I mean, there's only so much everybody can do. And quite honestly, I'm not putting my faith, no matter who you support, I'm not putting my faith in any man anyway. Like faith and trust, I know who I put all my faith and trust in. And if you don't even do that, that's okay too. I just know what I'm doing. And it's kind of like a me, myself, and I kind of mindset attitude, and it works for me. And I'm most happy like that. So, yeah, thank you, Daddy's Weekend. That's just kind of the way I think. Shepard says, good day to you, sir. Good day to you, Shepard. It's been a while since I've seen you, too. Every time I go past this gas station, I want to check the gas prices, but the only thing is I think they have another sign. That's right. They have a sign there, but it's all crunched. So they couldn't change out the hand, like little manual price anyway. But everybody asked me about the gas, so I'm going to check the gas, which I don't have to worry about gas because I don't own a motorbike and I don't own a car. The only thing I got to do is fuel my body and buy shoes. Looks like here, I'm gonna get in as close. If this is accurate, I don't know, or when it was updated, but it looks like 101 diesel max, turbo diesel 104, extra advanced, whatever that is, 8430, and then XCS 8630. So whatever that means, again, I don't really think about it because it's not really affecting me. Good day, Ted, T-Lex, my friend Ted. T-Lex is here, says good day. Noxon, Noxon, you just be you. I'm gonna just leave the political stuff off here. And, I have my beliefs and I have my beliefs and focus when it comes to religion too, but I don't preach it. I keep it to myself. That's up to the individual. Again, I just want everybody to get along. That's the idea of me. Patrick says, my God, coming to the Philippines during Holy Week is too crazy. I did that once. Traffic is crazy. I would not recommend anybody. It's funny because last year at this time, I went home March 17th. If you guys remember, I went home March 17th of 2025 because I had to go home and take care of things once I realized and decided I was going to live in the Philippines. These are very popular donuts, if it matters to anybody, but they're very popular. I'm actually surprised nobody's in there. Lots of motorcycle shops. So yeah, this will be my first time here from March until June 12th, because I went home from March 17th till June 12th of last year. So I'm going to be here for everything going on that I missed. Shepard says, yeah, you said Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that's like the only fast food, like chicken sandwich, although I'm picky about food and I, research ingredients and everything, but at least that's the most realistic chicken I've ever had. If Chick-fil-A is considered fast food. Noxon Estrada says, I have a fish pond, bro. We'll prepare you for free. Believe me, brother Willie. Noxon, did you tell me where you're from yet? I'm still trying to wait and figure out where you're from. Derek says, is there a Shakey's there in the mall? Yeah, there's a Shakey's in the mall. There's quite a few of them. I've tried it. It's okay. It's like your basic. They have what is it? That's very similar to Shakey's, called Greenwich Pizza, which is down the other way, which I might walk that way. But yeah, that to me is just like your, I guess, fast food pizza. I miss the mom and pop, private owned, full-fledged Italians running their pizza shops in the U.S. There is good pizza here. You can find it, and I'm sure you could probably find better pizza in the bigger cities. I'm only really speaking of Dumaguete, what I found there, and my short time in, short time was 4 months in the cold, which is long enough. But yeah, there's just certain types of foods that, uh, yeah, I miss from back home. Raymond says fresh fish in that area is a bit cheaper compared to Luzon, so try to eat more fish there. Locals are good to guide you on a few maybe cheaper sites. Be thrifty, a bit survival, not in uniform difficult. Yeah, I like fish. I don't eat, surprisingly, I don't eat as much fish as I thought I would, only when I go out and I get sushi. I go to a place called Melton Pot here, and I really like their sushi. Um, the particular one I favor there, they're all different types of sushi that you can choose from, but I usually get it's called Volcano, and it's tuna, but it's like a deep fried sushi. It's really good. Um, Shepard says, I had two spicy fillets Chick-fil-A yesterday. I'm jealous of you, Shepard. Lucky you. Um, Patrick says, I have old Air Force friend here in Angeles City. He has garage full of American muscle cars. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I'm sure there are people here that have it or do that. I just don't look for it, but I'm sure they have. um, but yeah, I was just surprised, and maybe I shouldn't have been surprised when I saw Harleys here. Hello, Jason Effect says hello. Happy Sunday in Dumaguete, Philippines. But thanks for joining my random whatever live stream. Felt like why not? It's a lot quieter here, you can see in the public market, not as much going on, but they're still out here, working, doing their best. Noxon says, we have coconut also. Please, I salute you, man. Let's become friends forever. Noxon, where are you from? Do you live here in Dumaguete or are you close by? I love coconuts. Don't get me wrong. Coconut water. Daddy's Weekend says hello. Wancho Will says, Mike, can I use my California driver's license there while visiting? Yeah, I was told, I might not have this exact correct, Wancho, but I was told when you get here, your license from wherever you're from is good for, I'm guessing 60, no, maybe 90 days. I thought they said 60 days. For whatever reason, 60 days sticks into my head, but who knows? It might be 30, but I know you can use it temporarily when you first get here. I do remember people mentioning that. Obviously, I never used it or did it because I never rented even a motorbike here. Um, Patrick says, visiting the Philippines is hard on you if you stay less than 3 weeks. Jet lag and the time change will throw you off. Yeah, and I just don't think you get a true. Some people I know have come here for 2 weeks, and I'm like, man, I couldn't do that for 2 weeks. Um, some people it takes longer than others for them, like you said, to adjust. The jet lag, here it's 12, 13-hour difference ahead for me than it is in the US. So, yeah, I don't know how some people do that. Uh, yeah, that's why when people ask me, they personally say, what do you recommend? I know it worked for me. Um, I don't think maybe it took me, because of all my exercise routine and stuff like that, I'd say no more than 2 weeks for me to feel normal for the first time ever traveling that far, having my energy level back. The good thing is when I got here, it was nighttime. So then I went, hey, so the first time I got here, I just, I actually passed Mudto. Um, it was nighttime, so I went right to sleep. Um, and that's kind of what I did on a plane. I slept when I wanted to sleep. I didn't pay attention to the clock. I just slept when I felt tired and then stayed awake watching movies, doing whatever on the plane. But yeah, it was probably like close to 2 weeks until I felt normal. Energy level, back to walking normal, all that stuff. And then the second time when I came back, it was easier. I don't even know if it was a week. I don't even know if it took me a week to adapt. And it was like the same thing. I got here. Luckily, I didn't look for that late arriving flight. I got lucky. I just went for the cheapest one. And then I ended up looking at the schedule. And hey, Mayung Hapon, happy Sunday. I just got lucky. So I ended up getting here, well, in the Cebu at nighttime, stayed in a hotel in Cebu and went to sleep. So that worked out good, helped me adjust, I think, quicker. Second time, again, I was more used to it. I think it was less than a week. Within a few days, I felt normal. Uh, Noxon says, okay, I need to left now, brother. Take care. Bless you. Thank you, Noxon Estrada. See you again. Maybe next time you can let me know where you're from, unless I missed it. Shepard says later, the Noxon. Raymond says, try to motivate few active soldiers assigned to the Philippines to be a blogger and civilian as like that every time they're on liberty to gather information in the near area, even allied, there are myths. Daddy's Weekend says, I drove through Oklahoma on my way back from Cali after a tornado passed the day before. It was like a war zone. My first time experiencing that crazy. Well, I've never, I know there were like little tornadoes that have happened in Pennsylvania where I'm from, but it's very rare because there's too many mountains where I live. And I guess tornadoes are more, can basically form better when it's flat. But my biggest experience was experiencing earthquakes here. But thank goodness and knock on wood, there really hasn't been any hurricane or not earthquakes here. And even the typhoon slash hurricane season, I haven't really experienced anything all that serious. I probably experienced more from a tropical storm in when I live in Florida than I have here. Lynn Angel's here. Hello, Lynn Angel. Welcome to my surprise live stream, random. I will be keeping an eye on my battery. I don't have my battery power bank. I don't have nothing today, just because it's like I said, I just decided to do it. Hello, Michael and Shay. Good to see you. Gravitone says, where are you in the Philippines, man? I am in Dumaguete, Philippines, Gravitone, and welcome. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, walking through the public market actually right now. Knox and Estrada says, sir, if you encounter any concern, please coordinate me how I wish to help you, brother. Okay, permission to leave. Noxon, you're free to do whatever you want. I'm just waiting for you to tell me where you're from. Patrick says, has up here. Gravitone says, bro, where are you? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. John Broski says, hello. Lynn Angel said, Michael, where's Che? Che's in Kandahai. She's where her mother lives here locally. They have actually live in two places, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes from here in the city she is at, but then her province is like an hour and a half. It's much further away. That's in Mabato, Ayungin. Robert says, hello. Gravitone says, where are you right now? Dumaguete, Philippines. Noxon says, that's effect of conflict in the Middle East. Kevin is here. Kevin, I was thinking about you the other day. I was thinking about shoes, to be honest with you, Kevin. Let me know if you ever get to what is it? The Mall of Asia or whatever they call that in Manila. You know, just let me know. I hope you're doing well, Kevin. Dumaguete misses you. Daddy's Weekend says, John Lennon sung it best. Imagine all the people living in harmony, says it all. Yeah, imagine that. Just imagine that, Daddy's Weekend. That would be so nice. But I'm for me personally, and this is just me personally, to people living in harmony, probably going to be in the afterlife. Me, my personal feelings. That will be living in harmony. Noxon says, have you visited Robinson And colon Dumaguete. Maybe you mean Dumaguete. Yeah, I've been in the Robinson Mall in Dumaguete. There's the mall, and then there's also the grocery store, the other Robinson. It's smaller down that way. But I've been there. Maybe you live in Dumaguete. Possum says, "Have a good walk." I appreciate you, Possum. What are you telling me? You going to sleep or something? Maybe you're going to sleep. I'm heading back down towards the water, and I'm going to cut through the park as long as the trees don't interfere. Um, Patrick says, "I don't really like Jollibee burgers, but I love their chicken." Well, the chicken patty that was on my sandwich, it was like not chicken meat. It was some processed thing in there. Kind of reminded me of like many moons ago when I had a McDonald's chicken McNugget. It's like that fatty, rubbery, that ain't chicken. I don't know what the heck that is, but that's what that reminded me of. Shepard says, "I worked at Chick-fil-A for 4 years. It is quality." Yeah, I agree with the meat being quality. The only thing I kind of had little questions of, because I'm a researcher, I get online and I look at stuff and I look at ingredients. There's some sort of ingredient that was in the basic chicken fillet breaded one. Something in there I didn't agree with. I don't want in my body. So yeah, I preferred to get the one that was um, just a regular chicken breast. There was like no coating on it or whatever like that. But yeah, I'd say I don't know of any other place. You mean some people I guess have improved their chicken, but for the most part, I don't go to fast food. It has to be an absolute last resort, starving to death, no other option. And those times or opportunities that I do that are far and few. Um, Derek says, "I don't care for Jollibees either." Yeah, it just didn't. I mean, if I had to choose, someone asked me this question before. Like, I guess we were doing like a food chat, a fast food. If I had to choose between McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, and I don't know if there's anything else thrown in there. Although I did like In and Out burgers in California. At least that was the place I tried it. Um, Actually, Five Guys. But see, I don't look at Five Guys like that is a fast food burger. That's more quality, like restaurants, burger meat. But I guess if I had to choose between Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, it would be Wendy's for the meat. When I'm just based off of quality of meat, that would be the one I'd choose. But that's just me. Patrick says, "In Angeles City, Pampaga, there are great places to eat." Yeah, I think there's good places to eat everywhere. I just think you have to find them. And lucky for me, I walk all over the darn place. So it helps me find places and see places as I'm walking around. Um, that's another benefit to walking. I see things that I probably wouldn't see if I was on a motorbike or driving a car. Um, Patrick says you can use your license here. Yeah, that's what I thought. But isn't there like a limit? Like if you're going to be here for an extended time, it's only your license, say from the U.S., is only good and for like so many days until they recommend you getting a Philippine license or whatever. Lynn Angel says, "Michael, why do you sound like you're talking in a tube?" That's because I have these in. I have my AirPods in because I was down by the ocean. I can take them out. I guess I could take them out after I leave the water again. But yeah, that's why I sound like I'm talking into a tube. These, because they serve as noise cancellation by the water. It's breezy, and I don't want to annoy people. So maybe after I go to the water and then return, I'll take them out. But I think once I take them out, I have to kind of reset the screen, and I'll do that down here. Because I think the last time when I did this, which was a while ago, when I took these AirPods out, it you couldn't hear me temporarily because I switched. So we'll see how this goes. But that's why I sound like I'm underwater or talking in a tube. Um, 90 days until you get your ACR card and get a driver's license, says Jay. Derek says, is there a Burger King in Dumaguete? No, not that I know of, but I think there was a Burger King in Bacolod. Yeah, there is a Burger King in Bacolod, if that matters. And see, that's kind of the thing. Bacolod was like one of those areas that's just a more city-like. Um, and see, this is the one thing I don't like to see, and I hate to even show this, but I just wish they would fix this problem. This is what I don't like to see. See that? And I don't even need to tell you. That's the one thing I just wish they would fix and enforce and correct that and make it better. I mean, such a beautiful ocean, and you see this. I don't know where this crap comes from, but yeah, unfortunate, but I hate it. Uh, yes, do Burger King. It's in the mall. There's a Burger King in this mall in Dumaguete. It shows you how I don't even look. I guess you saw one, Jay. I know there's a KFC in there, but I know there's a Burger King. But I never looked that close because I'm not searching for fast food. But next time I'm going to have to look. Patrick said you were right. The first time of traveling here, it took me about a month to adjust. Irving says hello. Joseph's here from Miami, Florida. Uh, Debbie Lucero says, was you sick? You know what? I'm going to take these AirPods out now. It doesn't seem as windy here, and I'm only going to be here for a little bit because I don't want people to think I'm sick or talking in a tunnel. So hopefully, let me know if you hear me. I might have to refresh the screen. All right. Let me know if you can still hear me. But welcome, Joseph from Miami. Debbie, hello, Debbie. No, I'm not sick. I went to the bottom just to see. Says Debbie says hello, Michael. Kevin says I missed the boardwalk. Looks nice. You're good, Mike. Meggy. Thank you. You can hear me. All right. Good. No more tunnel. No more tunnel. Yeah, the AirPods, like I said, it helps with. It was a little breezier, but this just feels good to me. It's choppier now. You can see the waves. It's definitely. But it's beautiful. I like, you can see this guy, he's bouncing around in his bonka boat right there. All right, let me go back to something. Shepherd says, maybe another channel, a nonprofit, dipping out the trash. Yeah, that's just bouncing. That's just the whole thing that drives me nuts. You hate to see it, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's stuff you see in the ocean washers up from all over the world. There's not much you can do about it. Yeah, unless I jump in there with a big net and a trash bag. Now wouldn't be a good time to do it because it'd be difficult because it's so choppy. But yes, Kevin, it's the weather's really, other than today, blue skies, 84, 85 the past week. Humidity's a lot lower. It's nice. It's really nice. You would like it. I'm sure your weather's good where you're at too. Shepherd says the grill was marinated overnight. We filleted and trimmed the fat back in 1998 through 2002. Bernadette says hello. Patrick says I've never had a problem driving here. I'm going backwards in the comments because I wanted to go to the end to make sure you guys could hear me. Wancho Rel says Wendy's for me. Yeah, it's just when I think of beef, if I feel like the burger out of all that fast food stuff, I'd say Wendy's to me is the most enjoyable, closest thing to beef that I like. Yeah, the chili's good too. I remember, yeah, it's been a long time since I've had Wendy's or anything. Honestly, the last time I had Wendy's, my mom requested it when I was visiting back home. She wanted Wendy's, so my brother allowed her. He monitors her, diet because he prevents her from diabetes flaring up. She doesn't take any medicine. Yeah, Whataburger. I've heard of Whataburger, Roberto Perez. But I also liked, In-N-Out. I tried In-N-Out when I visited my brother in California many, 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 many years ago. And I thought that burger was good. Plus, they loaded it up with extra toppings, man. I used to love that, yeah. I enjoyed In-Out Burger. Definitely enjoyed that. Patrick says, I've traveled around the world and the Filipino people are the most wonderful people you want to meet. I agree. That's the best part of my day. When I wake up, I know I get to say hello to so many of my friends, locals, and then I also anticipate and I get to look forward to meeting new ones. It's humbling here. I love it. Yeah, see, it's like kind of, you got some splashing. Like if I'd be too close here, I'd probably get wet. The one day, not like last week, I was standing there thinking everything was calm and this water just splashed me. And it was fun. I just laughed about it. I got soaked, drenched pretty good, but I just laughed. There's so many more worse things that could have happened than me getting drenched with a wave, so I just laughed about it. Shepard says it's 1 a.m. here in Alabama. And I appreciate you guys being here so late. Juancho Rel says, yeah, Mike, I'm going to Cebu. I think that's Visayan Island, then the capital, Manila. Well, Juancho, you let me know if you get towards Dumaguete. You let me know, because you got a friend here. You want to get a coffee or something to, well, drink coconut water, coffee, or water. I don't, and if you like something else, you're more than welcome. But I always say it to everybody. I'm just glad the internet's good. Patrick says, I'll be traveling to Zambales beaches next month after my daughter graduates. That's awesome. Daddy's Weekend said, oh, you're my neighbor from PA. I'm in New York. Wow. I also lived in Florida for 15 years. Yeah, Daddy's Weekend. Basically, I was born in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which is Western PA, if you're familiar with that. I always say, before I used to just say the state I was from, but then I started saying this. People were asking me, well, what part of Pennsylvania? Then I actually ran into people that were familiar with Altoona or from there or close to there. So yeah, born and raised in Altoona. My current address is like Central PA, Mechanicsburg area. But yeah, it's, and then I lived in Florida for about 2 years. My choice, my preference is Florida. Obviously, I'm a warm weather guy or I wouldn't be here. But it's funny, I like to joke about this place now, Pink Taco. Although it's considered a bar, I guess with cute girls working here apparently, but on Facebook I got a prompt and they also sell tacos here. So I don't want to drink and I don't really want to hang out in there, but I'd be interested in getting some tacos. Because I like Mexican food. I love Mexican food. So I kind of thought that was cool. I was like, now I know somewhere I can get tacos. Because when I first saw it, Pink Taco, and then everybody's like, Mike, I don't think that's Mexican food restaurant. I think it's the name referencing it's just like a bar, girls. So I was disappointed. I was like, I was thinking tacos. But then it came up on my Facebook timeline and it showed that they have tacos. And I was like, how can I get some tacos and just get in and get out? Like, take them with me, not necessarily eat them. But yeah, I love Florida Daddy's Weekend. But if I was still living in Florida, like I tell people, I'd still be working. I'd have no choice. With my pension and my savings here, I couldn't live the same lifestyle that I live here in the U.S. and not be able to work and live off that. It just wouldn't work. So that's another blessing of being here. I'm thankful and glad that I get to be here and enjoy life now. I think I went, yeah, JS Road Pilot. It's quieter today. It's definitely a Sunday. It's quieter. That's okay, though. It just gives people a different perspective on how things quiet down on a Sunday. It's still fairly active, though. There's a lot going on. Enough. A lot of people are probably doing their grocery shopping, and actually the weekends, I mean, it's like that in the U.S. too, but the way things are here, I don't recommend going grocery shopping on the weekends here if you can avoid it. Unless you got to learn to be patient here, that's for sure. But if you have no problem, long lines, no use self-scan kind of stuff, go for it. I recommend in the middle of the week, early in the morning, you can get in and get out. Let me go back down to the bottom. And I apologize if I skipped any or missed any. it's a blessing that sometimes I fall behind. So Lynn Angel says not as much traffic. Kevin says I can get your shoes at Mall of Asia this week. I will be in Vietnam after that. I sent a PM. All right, Kevin. And again, no worries, no rush. I'm more teasing you than anything. I kind of know you're my guy in Manila, and I know the Brooks outlets are in Manila, especially at that mall, I think, from what everybody's told me. I don't know for a fact. I'm only going by what other people tell me, but even if you can't get in there and get out, Kevin, no sweat. I know you got things to do too, and that's right. You are going to Vietnam, so. But I appreciate it, but no worries. Half Century Outdoors, hello, says hello, Michael. How are you doing, Half Century? You getting your heat wave in Ohio? How's the weather? I know the one day my parents said it was like 80 in Pennsylvania, but then it went back to reality. Vin XR says hi. Lynn Angel says, hey Michael, that's Tuna Fish PA. Yes, that you are correct. Altoona. Actually spelled Altoona. Sounds like someone's singing karaoke. I don't know where it is. It might be right here. But you're right, Lynn Angel. That's Tuna Fish PA. Oh, is Che bounced in here? Is that what they said? I missed it. Roberto Perez says, thank you. I thank you. Oh, hello, Che. How are you, Che? Everybody's always asking about you, but Half Century, I'm glad you're here. Debbie says, I wouldn't jump into that choppy water. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I could do it. It would probably be fun. I like waves and riding the waves, I guess you could say, too. Lito Almontero says, hi, love. I appreciate that. Hello, love. Paul is here. Love, beard, are we going to grow? This is not a beard. That's just a little scruff. When did I shave last? It was either yesterday or the day before. So this might be day 2's worth or day 3's worth. I'll probably be shaving very soon. I hate to disappoint you, but I appreciate the compliment. Like I said, I never really grew a long beard. I mean, it probably got, the longest I ever allowed this, and it wasn't here, was back in the States because it was cold. And you let it grow a little longer because it protects your face. I worked at the airport in Harrisburg, so like with FedEx, so it got cold there and your skin's exposed to the elements outside, and when you had that little bit of scruff, which I would have to take a trimmer first before I shaved it off, that's about as long as it ever got. I never got the like Rip Van Winkle, kind of beard. Never looked like anybody from ZZ Top. But I appreciate you being here, Paul. Yeah, Kevin, see, he knows what an In-N-Out burger is. They were good. Like the meat was good. It was between them and Wendy's. Those were my favorites, as far as quality of beef. Nanook says In-N-Out fries are terrible. Yeah, I don't remember the French fries. I don't even know if I got them. I probably did if I got some sort of combo meal. That'd be a good question. Who has the best fast food French fries? The only thing I don't like about a lot of fast food French fries is the oil they use because it's garbage. If they're going back to the way they used to and they use beef tallow or, I don't know, just good quality oil that's not the stuff that they use in a lot of these places. Beef tallow would be probably my best option or choice. Debbie said I had it for dinner, the chili. Zippy's World is here from Delaware. Welcome from Delaware, Zippy's World. Welcome to Dumaguete, Philippines. If you don't know who I am and you even care, my name's Michael from United States, Pennsylvania, born and raised, Altoona, PA, but my current address would be Central PA, Mechanicsburg. Lived in Florida for 2 years, which I definitely prefer. Florida. But I'm living abroad here in the Philippines. I'm 55 years of age, 55 years old, whatever you want to call it. My birthday's coming up soon, but that's not important. I'm surprised Rick Wallace isn't here, because he would tell you that anyway. But I'll be 56 soon, and I feel great, and loving life, happy with life, and sharing my journey in my life here in the Philippines. And maybe I inspire or motivate someone to take a leap of faith just like me, and at least try it. You never know. So if you haven't given me a like, double tap the screen and give me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. That helps my channel grow, quite honestly. And if you're not a subscriber, you're more than welcome to subscribe, to hang out with me on my daily walks, live streams, and talk about whatever and anything positive, Philippines related, but mostly just positive stuff. And videos will come in long form when I guess the subject topic presents itself. I just don't do videos because I don't like just pumping out videos about anything and anything. They have to be something unique and different for me. And I kind of approach that stuff as would I watch it? Not to say that everybody would watch it, but you get my drift. Ha! Get my drift, castaway drift. All right, let me go back down to the bottom. Daniel, this is boring. Well, Daniel, again, God love you, and you can troll, but you won't win with me. I'm so happy I just laugh at you. So Daniel, go find something that you like to do. An Xbox, you don't even need to delete these people. I don't care. It makes me laugh. Tara Sufate says, I'm almost 70. Good for you. Where are you, in the Philippines? Bert says Philippines is no longer cheap living. Well, it's cheaper for me to live here. I would still be working and not retired if I lived in the US. That's for me personally. But yeah. Wow, do they still have a Hardee's, Lynn Angel? Are there still Hardee's open? Bert says dreams for cheap. Well, it depends on what you define dreams. I like being in warm weather. I also like being retired and not wait until I'm what age for an unpredictable future that I have no idea what my health will be like. So yeah, I got tired of the grind of work, and save for an unknown future, because I've seen too many people take that route till their 60s, 70s, and then they die within a few years of their retirement. Not everybody, but a lot of people. I'm not doing that. So I chose to do what I'm doing, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm happy with it. And what I consider to be a dream might not be a dream for everybody else, and that's okay. Bert, are you a retired federal secret agent? I know I look like one. That's what everybody seems to say. I guess federal agents look like this. I don't know. No. I mean, that would be cool though. It would be fun. I guess, is this what a federal agent looks like? Maybe I fit the profile. What do you think, Xbox? Do I look like a retired federal secret agent? Chi Repair Shop says it's me, Jay. So that must be, well, exactly, Bert. I wouldn't say it if I was. I probably would have even avoided the question. That'd probably be the smart thing to do, but that's funny. Somebody knows you. Chi Repair Shop says 55 is too old for your look. You look younger than your age. Well, I'm sure a lot of things have factor into that. Mother and father's genes, I'd say first. Number two, I don't drink alcohol. Haven't touched a thing in over 20 years. Has to make a difference. Never smoked. I tried it when I was young, like what, a puff, and just like, and that didn't last very long. Yes, went through the drinking phases when I was in my 20s. But no, I never had a drinking problem. This more or less just did it for social acceptance, basically. But I haven't had it in well over 20, probably pushing 30 years. I don't care. It wasn't like it was hard for me to give it up, because I didn't have a problem with it, I guess. Bert says alcohol is no longer a threat. I don't know about that. If there are health benefits to it, it might be worth drinking. Maybe red wine, maybe. I don't know, but I don't need any. I work well. I think dementia and alcohol kind of go hand in hand. But that's just my opinion. Uh, da, da, da. Oh, it's you, my personal bar. I thought you were talking to my other friend, Jay. Hey, Jay, Chito, you're my personal barbers here. That's Chi Repair Shop. Thank you for being here, brother. That's awesome. Mary Britt says, hi, Michael. Long time, did not see your vlog. Yeah, it's all right. Today's a random one anyway. I didn't even plan on doing one. I just said, I'll go out and do one. Mayung hapon. Mayung hapon. How are you? Mayung. Yeah, this is just a surprise live stream. I don't normally do it on Sunday, but I was just in the mood. I'm happy to. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a live stream, see who shows up. But have a good day. Happy Sunday. Amping. See you. Let me see. Xbox says, time you look like my favorite Bible salesman, one that I would invite in and talk about God with. Lynn saying, no, he's not from Russia. I guess somebody thought I was from Russia. Bert says, it's society who will kill. Okay, now I'm with you. They're both a threat. There you go. Maybe one's a little higher than the other, but yeah. I got you now, Bert. Julia Buzan says, ugh, my uncle has alcohol-related dementia. Well, I'm sure he does. And you know what? I'm sure my father does also. My father, God bless him, and I love him, but diet, lack of exercise, and yes, drinking alcohol, you combine all those things, I'd say a lot of people are having problems. Maybe not all of them. Every single one of them, there's always that lucky, fortunate individual, but my dad, he's an example. He wanted to retire and basically took the mindset of I want to sit and watch the grass grow kind of thing a little bit too much, enjoying his beer, enjoying his coffee, and I don't know. Kind of coincidental, but it happens. Oh, that's loud. I wouldn't necessarily say coffee shrinks your brain cells. Maybe if you're drinking pots of it a day, maybe, I don't know. There are some actual health benefits to what's in coffee beans, but all I can say is research it. You come to your own conclusions and your own opinion, and you go with that, and you figure out what works best for you. I know what works best for me, and I know my brain works very well, and that's important because the older you get, a lot of people have their brains are basically whatever, just going. Well, if your brain's not working right, that needs to control your body. If your body ain't working, guess what? You got problems. I don't want to be there. I'm with you, Bert. I know you never said it's bad. I don't know if it shrinks your brain. I've never heard that about brain cells in regards to coffee. Never ever saw that. I'm not saying it's not true. I've never personally have seen that. Yeah, Xbox says, Mike, you're right. Sugar is a leading cause. Yeah, it is. It's like sugar. If you want a sweetener, get natural sweetener. Stay away from all the other stuff. But again, to each his own. Do what's best for you. You're the one that's going to have to make your own choice, and you're going to live by it or die by it. I'm doing what I feel is right. I'm doing what I feel results me personally. And so, yeah, when people say, well, you look younger than what you are, or this or that, or maybe there's something I'm doing right that's keeping me that way, aside from genetics and everything else. Where are we at on my battery charger? All right. Maybe it shrinks and has room for more brain cells. That was a good one, Shepard. I like that. Bert says, okay, coffee shrinks your brain cells. Robert says, hello. Again, Julia Buzan, I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you coming here. Don't see anything new. And if I don't see anything new, that means I can just walk. And what else can I say? It's a beautiful Sunday here in Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm happy, energized, getting my miles in, killing two birds with one stone. Um, use it or lose it. It's kind of like the exercise is something that I think that's good for you. And then I'm talking, keeps my brain active, brain function. So yeah, that's good. Causes you to do breathing. Robert says, keep up the good life. That's what I'm gonna do. I know it works with me, and it could work for somebody else, but I don't know. They have to do it themselves. Make woo. Kind of funny. Everything just got quiet. But it's all right. I know maybe a lot of you guys are just up. It's late where you're at. I'm gonna walk down the middle of here one last time. Shepherd, I think a lot of them put the cardboard on it to keep the sun off, especially on the seats. The seats are usually, majority of bikes are black, the seats, and they get hot. I mean, they can. So I think that's just like they cover up everything that they would touch or sit on, the handlebars, the hand grips. I don't think that's for the rain. Robert says Sunday service still in session. I guess certain churches might still be having service because it is quiet. Maybe there's some other things going on here in the Philippines that I'm not aware of. Jay says we're enjoying the view. I appreciate it. I enjoy the view all the time. Art Park says, tonight I had a spicy deluxe chicken sandwich from Jollibee. It has no equal. That's good that you're a fan of Jollibees. I only ever had one so-called chicken sandwich, Art Park, and what was inside was not chicken. It was, and maybe it's different here, I don't know. But it was like a processed something combination of things. Kind of reminded me of a McDonald's chicken nugget, rubbery kind of, I don't know. It wasn't like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, but I know different locations kind of have different things like on their menu and maybe differently. You know, like McDonald's here has like spaghetti or something like that. I don't think they have spaghetti in McDonald's in the US. Not that I remember. Bert says, hi all from Carolinas. It's 2:40 a.m. Eastern time. Hey, Mayung Hapon. I appreciate you being here so late, Bert. You're a good sport, a good supporter, and I appreciate it. I'm just making one last round through here, and then I think I'll call it a day, a Sunday. But yeah, it's funny. People use their cell phones when they're driving their motorbikes. It's not much different than in the US where people drive in their cars looking at their cell phones while they're driving. It does happen here on their motorbikes too. I don't know what would be easier. Probably driving a car and on your cell phone than on a motorbike, but maybe they're more used to it. Lynn Angel says, I used to drink 12 pots of coffee a day. Fifth of liquor and work 16. Holy, I don't know. You must have some cast iron stomach or a tolerance beyond anything I mean, or you're used to it as well. I'm glad you're here to even share that story, Lynn Angel. I don't know what your age is, not that that means anything or everything, but that's an interesting story. Shepard says makes sense. Bert says it's already 63. Shepard says, dang, Lynn. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn. I think I would just have either sit on the toilet or have, like, what is it, a catheter or whatever. I'd be like peeing nonstop. Bert says it's going to be hot and humid like Philippines here on the East Coast. Yeah, it got hot. Well, at least in Pennsylvania. But where I lived in PA, when it got hot, you're landlocked. There's no breeze. At least when I lived in Florida in the summer on the East Coast, 8 minutes from the beach, I talked to my father in Pennsylvania. It'd be hotter in Pennsylvania than it was in Florida just because I had a breeze. Like, you know, I wasn't landlocked. I lived in a good spot. All the 7-Elevens. Bert says McDonald's caters to the audiences of the country. Yeah, there's McDonald's everywhere. I mean, yeah, I'll admit it. When I was a kid, I loved it. Tastes good. Ate it all the time. And then I just got older and started looking into things and then changed my mind. And it wasn't that I did stop eating Burger King or McDonald's, whatever, any of that stuff, because I didn't like the taste. I just researched a little bit and didn't like what I read. Lynn says, I have not had a drink in 32 years. Well, that is awesome. I mean, especially coming from that, a fifth and 20 pots of coffee. I mean, man, be peeing nonstop. So mad props to you, Lynn Angel. Shepard says, Bert, what are you talking about? Hot, humid, in Bama? Never. Bert says, you will see Mercury in the sky during the day. I will. Well, a little cloudy. I'm going. This is the park. Kazin Park. John Paul says they. I must have missed something. Lynn Angel says 65. Oh, that's your age, 65. So 32 years ago. Good for you. Bert says, Shepard, I used to live and work in Columbus, Georgia. I remember going to Jekyll Island, Georgia when I was a kid. Like beach and stuff like that. I think we were there for 2 weeks. I love Jekyll Island, Georgia. That was fun. Lynn Angel says, no coffee in 5 years. Yeah, I only drink like one, well, I have mushroom coffee, which the kind that I drink tastes like coffee. There's 4 or 5 functional mushrooms. Does not taste like mushrooms. Has a lot of health benefits, amino acids, L-theanine. Like there's just a lot. Research, well, the mushroom coffee that I drink is called Everyday Dose. Very good. Does not taste like mushrooms. Does not smell like mushrooms. Does not give you the high that coffee does. Normal. Keeps you level. That's what the L-theanine does. There's just a lot of health benefits to these functional mushrooms, and after researching, I thought, why not try it? And it improved a lot of things for me, health-wise. Not that I really had issues, but I noticed it improved even the way I feel, my energy and everything even better. But that's mushroom coffee, Everyday Dose. And no, I'm not a sponsor. I wish I was. I always say that about anything, my shoes, or that'd be great. But no. But I only drink like that mushroom coffee and then maybe one after that. That's it. Bert says, Shepard, I used to, oh, okay, never mind. Debbie says, I'm so happy that the warm weather is warm here. I'm loving it. I'm glad to start hearing you guys talk about warm weather instead of me being here where it's been warm and you guys telling me previously all the snowstorms and the cold, frigid temperatures. I'm glad things are changing for everybody. Shepard says, Bert, I visited Michigan in the summer one time and it felt wonderful and all of them were dying of heat. Yeah, see, heat don't bother me. I just a little different, I think. Even the locals here, when they see me, they think I'm nuts for walking out in the hottest times during the day. Even Jay will tell you, he probably thinks I'm nuts too. Xbox Master, he'll probably say he thinks I'm nuts too. I just have a tolerance. My energy level goes up in the heat. I just thrive in it. I don't know how else to say it. So yeah, I guess I'm just a little abnormal, but I'm sure there's other people. Bert says, watch your stepbrother. What was your name again? My name's Michael. Bert, my name's Michael. Dimitar Stolovsky, greetings from Macedonia, the city of Štip. Welcome. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but Dimitar Stolovsky, something like that. I'm trying. Welcome from Macedonia, the city of Štip. I appreciate Dumaguete, Philippines. That's where I'm at. So welcome. I appreciate you being here. Shepherd says he is Michael. Thank you. Half Century says I grow my own mushrooms to eat. Well, that too. Like I'm talking like lion's mane, chiaga. There's two other ones and they escape me, but they're very, a lot of nutritional benefits. They refer to them as functional mushrooms. They have Rise is another one I've heard of, but the ones I hear the most like publicity around is the everyday dose people like, and the one I haven't tried it yet, but my father has that rivals everyday dose. It's called Cuppa, Kuppa, Cuppa. That's the other one I heard that people like, rivaling it. And again, there are mushroom coffees that taste like mushroom. I didn't like it. Then they made these other ones that say mushroom coffee, organic, natural collagen in it, all a lot of good benefits. I mean, you guys know what collagen's for. So yeah, everyday dose is what I have, and I can order it on Amazon, which I'm glad I can get it here. Very gut friendly, helps with your gut. Like a lot of people have gut issues. Well, it's your diet. It's the garbage that we put in it for a long time catching up with you. But yeah, I've heard of Rise, R-Y-Z-E. Debbie says, that's what I need is mushroom coffee. Yeah, I mean, I can only recommend Debbie trying everyday dose. That's the one I get. Cuppa, I don't know if I can get Cuppa on Amazon. I think I looked it up and I couldn't. That's why I didn't order, because I wanted to try it to compare. Lynn Angel Michael, do you ever see any body shops there? You mean for like car body shops work? I've seen a lot of auto shops, but as far as body work, I would like to think some of them exist somewhere. I just don't know where. It's not something I look for. Like I said, with me not having a car, there's just certain things I don't look for or like notice or pay attention. Can't afford it now. It's either gas or fancy coffee. Art Park says, yes, moderate coffee consumption, typically 2 to 4 cups daily, offers significant health benefits, largely due to its high antioxidant content, polyphenols. Yes, thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And that's like, what's the best coffee to drink? Probably black. And if you need a sweetener, use honey, stevia, monk fruit, coconut sugar. Just, I don't know. I recommend, I don't try to avoid any of that other stuff. Gas here is $3.89 a gallon, which it's been worse. Gas has been worse. I apologize for the wind at my back. Trying to read this. Xbox said Mike is a Terminator 5th gen. He's 100% immune to heat and hot weather. Artperk says regular consumption is linked to a lower risk type 2 diabetes, heart failure, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, stroke, and certain cancers. It also enhances alertness and boosts metabolism. Yeah, see, I'm Mr. Natural. Coffee is natural. I guess, can it affect somebody differently? And like, I don't know, if you're not drinking in moderation, I'm sure. I need to find a place to sit because I'm walking towards the wind. And I'm gonna go right over here, even though my butt will probably be hot because this wall You sometimes could cook an egg on it. I want the wind to my back. And it's, let me flip the screen here because I got like 30 something percent. Try and see here. Protects liver health also. I appreciate that, Art Parks. That's good. Robert says no backpack on your journey day. No, this is a random live stream, Robert. I just got my phone in my hand, no gimbal, no nothing. I was just happy today, as I am every day, in a good mood. I was like, you know what, I'll share a little bit of my day off from live streaming with you guys. But no backpack, no sweaty back. Bert, same price of gas here in Bama. Half Century says people have been eating mushrooms for 4,000 years. Yeah, and there's so many benefits to them a lot of people probably didn't even realize or weren't aware of. I know I learned a lot over the years in regards to mushrooms. Debbie Lucero asks, how much is it? I think in the States, it's, again, anything that's good for you is not cheap. That's just the way the world works right now. And I always say, isn't that interesting? Whatever's the most expensive, or whatever's healthiest for you is most expensive. Because they wanted to maybe, I don't know, it probably takes, there probably is something into the production of it or whatnot. I think it's like, it has, if you get the basic bag, it's like 30 cups in one bag, basically a month's worth. I think it's like $30. So you're looking at a dollar a cup. You can't even go anywhere and get a cup of coffee or a latte maybe for $1 a lot of places, and this is much better for you. So you're looking at $1, I guess. I think it's like 30 bucks for a bag of it, and then you have a bigger bag that you can get also. But that's kind of the way, anything that's good for you is usually not cheap. Rudiger Kirsch says hello from Hamburg. Welcome from Hamburg. Apologize if I didn't pronounce your name right. Lynn Angel says cars. Shepard says hello, you Rue in Hamburg. Hey, ABC is here, man. Welcome, ABC. Nice to see you. I probably caught you off guard. Yes, random live stream here today in Dumaguete, Philippines. Just sharing a little bit of my Sunday. But welcome. Lynn Angel says, I did paint and body work for 30 years. ABC says, like and subscribe. I appreciate you alerting everybody. Yes, if you haven't liked, I appreciate a like. If you haven't subscribed, of course, I appreciate a subscribe. Anything that helps my channel grow and just helps me get the positive energy, positive word out to everybody else. Robert says, a really nice area there to chill and nap or with that special someone. Very true, Robert. You can get all that here. I like it here. It's extra special here, especially the people. Shepard says, hey, I got to hop off and try and get some sleep. Take care, Michael. Thanks for the views and prop to. Hey, Shepard, don't be a stranger. Hope to see you again soon, my friend. Zippy's World, all the servings, K-cups. No, it's just in a bag, and what's nice is it's in a powder form. You basically just did, I think it's 1 tablespoon and hot water. Now you can use cold water, you can make like an iced coffee out of it as well. You just have to use one of those, escapes me, the spinner, like little blending type thing. The name escapes me, but yeah. I don't know. I stay away from K-cups. Why? Because they drain in the plastic. When you heat plastic, you're releasing toxins from plastic. I stay away from them. If you have coffee that requires a K-cup, get a stainless steel one. Do it that way. That's what I would recommend. Half Century says, Lion's Mane mushroom sell for $60 to $100 a pound. Yeah, and there's a reason. Wonder why they're so expensive. Because they're good for you. Debbie says, I will be on the lookout for that coffee. Yeah, I would order it. Now, I order from Amazon because I don't have a choice. You're better off ordering directly from Everyday Doses website or Cuppa. Again, I haven't tried that, but my father said it's very similar. But again, my father's 86, and he might say everything tastes the same. Love you, Dad, but you do sometimes. Yes, there are K-cups. I guess, yeah, if you want to just get other coffee and K-cups, yeah, they have them. Lynn Angel with a thumbs up. Zippy's World says, nice. Robert says, good stuff, Castaway, LOL. Sub and left a like. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm just me, Michael, just giving you my genuine self all the time. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm just me. And I'm appreciative of when you guys are here. My friend getting windy. Yeah, it's a little, I try to keep it behind me. I'm not gonna be doing much longer. I'm at 90 something minutes now, and my battery's at like 30, and I didn't bring my power bank or nothing because this was unexpected. Angel M calls me handsome, which in the Philippines was called guapo. So I appreciate the handsome compliment. Thank you very much. Bert says, I'll do the same and get some naps this morning. You be safe out there, learn Tagalog. I gotta learn Bisaya first, but I appreciate the Tagalog, Bert. Later, I'll have a great spring break, y'all. Bert, hope to see you again. Luton Work says, love your view. Yeah, it's beautiful here. I mean, I even flipped this just for you because you so nicely said it was so beautiful, but I mean, yeah. The breeze is even better. The smell of the sea salt from the ocean's even better. I mean, yeah, I love it here. This is where I can come, as Xbox J would say, this is Michael's place of Zen. This is where I come and I just connect, think a lot, you know, and listen to the waves here. Like, it's peaceful, man. And I know there's other oceans in the world that can offer the same thing. I know that. I just like it here. I'm happy here. Giovanni Lope says, do a quick 360. You mean a quick, all right. I mean a quick 360 of where I'm at. Like, here's a quick 360, if that's what you mean. Giovanni says, you're beautiful and handsome. Well, thank my parents, and I thank God for any beauty that you think I might have, but I appreciate that. Yeah, it's like, and you can walk all through here, and this gets a lot of people. I mean, there's some people here now because it's cloudy, but this is such a great walk way down there. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful here. And the most beautiful thing about it here is the people. It's the people. I've never experienced more beautiful, nice, good, welcome-hearted people than I here in the Philippines. Giovanni says, wow. Debbie says, yes, he's a nice man. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. God bless you as well, says Giovanni. And hey, Giovanni, I think you're new here, but don't be new. Don't be a stranger. Come back anytime. You're always welcome. Half Century says it's paradise there. I'm still waiting to meet Half Century someday. Someday, Half Century. You know, I'll join you for... Hell, I could even maybe make you some mushroom coffee, but I was gonna say join you for a coffee, but someday, Half Century. I appreciate your support. Sean says, look at that water. Exactly. You should feel the breeze. I mean, it's so peaceful here. Yeah. To me, it's these natural nature, simple things that I'm at peace. And I get to share that with you too. That's, you know, makes me feel good as well. Giovanni says, bye. See ya, Giovanni. Half Century, someday, my friend. Well, listen, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wind down here now. But I'm thankful for you guys joining me on this unannounced Sunday live stream. I figured, what the heck? What's the worst that could happen? And Sean, wait. Robin says $200 if you jump into the water. You know, last time someone challenged me to do push-ups. They said, do 20 push-ups, I'll give you $20. Well, I did the push-ups. They sent me 20, but it was not $20. It was basically 20 cents. But it looked like it was some other currency. But no, I'm not going to jump in that water. I would have to definitely get paid before I do that. Sean says, how often do you go sailing? Not enough. Not enough. Hopefully in a bonka boat soon with some local fishermen. That's in the plans. Robin's laughing. Yeah, I know, but you know what? I was a good sport about it because I knew I could. Actually, I did more than 20 push-ups, but it was in the middle of the night, well, late at night, in the streets of Dumaguete while people were just walking by looking at this crazy expat foreigner doing push-ups on the sidewalk. But I did it. And I got 20 cents for it. ABC says like and subscribe. Thank you, ABC and Robin, the bank. You're welcome again too. Yeah, Sean, a boat it's good. I'll be doing it soon. A bonka boat. I'm just patiently waiting on this local Filipino woman to contact me. I want to go out with them at least when they put the nets out to harvest some fish. I think it would be fun for me, and then I'd try to do. I think the signal would be good out here in the water. They don't go too far off from the seawall here. And holy crap, look who it is. It's Chief, my man Chief. I'm glad you're here, and I'm sorry I'm doing this so late, but Chief says 1 month, good life. Thank you for becoming a member or extending your membership. I know you did have a membership because I think you won one. Someone gave out random memberships. I think it was Ty Simpson. One of the generous, great people bought memberships, and I feel bad because I really don't do anything for memberships, but it's you guys supporting my channel, and I appreciate that. Welcome, Chief. God bless you. I hope all is well. I'm sure things are warming up for you in West Virginia. Sean says, do a live stream when you go on a boat. Oh, I'm definitely going to do the live stream on the boat. That's the whole idea. And I'm almost positive the signal would be good because they don't go that far off into the water. What the heck happened there? They don't go that far out into the water, Sean. So I plan on doing that and sharing that. I just want to do it for my own personal fun. I mean, I think it'd be neat. I love embracing the culture and the community and just being surrounded by the locals and what they do in their everyday life. I love that. It's very humbling, and yeah, I love that. Sean says, so I will do that, Sean. Subscribe, don't be a stranger, give me a thumbs up, anybody also, and come back, that's coming. Giovanni says, I would donate, but I have nothing. You don't need to worry about anything, Giovanni. That's fine. I never ask for anything anyway. Anybody that does that is just because they're very generous, amazing people that, I don't know, somehow appreciate or like something with what I do, which I don't think I deserve anything. I just appreciate you guys being here and sharing this journey. Kate, oh my goodness, it's been so wild. It's been so long. Casey, have you been here the whole time and you're just being quiet? Jutong says, all these emojis. Am I lagging right now? I see the spinning emoji, probably not. Everybody just puts everything, but I like Jutong. KC, share, I'm glad, and Chief, look at it, uh-oh. That'll be for coconut water, Chief. You know, when I did this random live stream, Chief, I didn't bring my power bank or anything, and I'm getting down to like 27%. But thank you so much for your generosity. You, as many others, have been doing this. And again, I run out of words to say to show my appreciation. The best I can do is say thank you and appreciate you supporting me. God bless you. 85 degrees here today, Michael says, Lynn Angel. That's good. Zippy's World says no, so no lagging. That's good. Thank you, Zippy's World. I see the emojis by Ju Tiong. And Casey says you've been busy. You know what, Casey? It's okay. I'm just glad you're here. I appreciate that. I remember it wasn't that long ago when you joined the first live stream, so I'm thankful you're here. Jay says we are good, no lag. Again, awesome. Like and subscribe, says ABC. What can I say in my closing statements other than this beautiful? I'll give you guys another glimpse. I just don't want the wind to blow but you'll get the full taste. I mean, just look at, I mean you can see this. I'll just be quiet and just let you hear. The wind. I'm just at peace when I'm here. I don't know how else to say it. Casey, well, thank you. I appreciate you. And as they say, you're welcome in, oops, I didn't want to do that. Maybe there's some, hold on. I gotta wipe this phone. You're welcome in Bisaya is Walayan Sapayan, or Walay Sapayan. That's your welcome in Bisaya, Walay Sapayan. Zippy's World says, do you fish? I've done deep sea fishing when I lived in Florida. I haven't done any here in the Philippines, which is quite honestly surprising. No fishing yet, but I'm sure it's awesome. Mary Brett says, and again, Mary Brits, if I didn't say hello to you earlier, I did see you, I apologize. Thank you for being here, Mary Brits. And yes, the water, it's relaxing. I come down here sometimes, just sit by myself. I like my alone time. I mean, I think everybody kind of appreciates some alone time once in a while, whether it's just listening to music or having conversations with whoever you want to have conversations with. And Chief saying hello to KC, to ABC. I like it too. That's nice. And Mary Brits. What else can I say before I wrap up this live stream? Because I'm down to 20-something%. And basically, I'm going to have to walk back to my apartment, which is okay to charge up. And then I'll make my way back out here to do some relaxing here at the wall. So yeah, this live stream was kind of just thrown in here last minute. But anyway, like a nerd pill being by the ocean. That's a good way of putting it. I'm just at peace. I don't know how else to say it. I'm at peace, relaxed, connected, thankful, blessed. That too, Robert. My lips are getting dry, but I have been bringing my, stuff here for my lips. I have been bringing that, but yeah, I gotta get hydrated. I'm not gonna do the coconut walk because that's a little too off the path for me, and I need to get back. So I'll probably grab some water and then a quick walk to my apartment. But thank you, Robert, for being here. Zippy's World, see you next time. Mary Brits, thank you for your blog. We appreciate it. I appreciate and thank you guys. Like I said, thank you. Salamat. God bless all you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate your time, your generosity with your time, your generosity with your super chats, whatever it may be. It's very humbling, and I don't forget that. And without you guys, this channel is nothing. So it starts with you guys and it ends with you guys, to be quite honest with you, because it allows me to share my happiness, and it's humbling that people actually give a crap to even watch it. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too, Robert. Chief, thank you. Not lipstick. It's moisturizing, not lipstick. I don't wear lipstick. Christopher Ramos. Hello, Christopher. I'm getting ready to roll. Xbox says another great stream. We enjoyed it very much. Lynn says, love you, Michael. I love you guys too, each and every one of you. Be good people every day. Try to block out the noise as best as possible in these times. I believe it's all going to get better, but that's just one man's opinion. We're going to be okay. So today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday, my regular scheduled live stream. So I'll be back tomorrow between 11 and 12 o'clock my time, which would be 11 at night, midnight, East Coast, East Standard Time. So I'll see you guys next time. KC, thank you again for your support. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be. Thank you again. Love you. See you guys.